Hey, Mike. Hey again. It's
Hey
us.
guys,
It's us.
back.
We made 3 of them.
We did.
Yeah, we're batting 1,000. I don't know if that makes sense, but we're batting
Oh,
1,000.
it really does. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Talk
So, hey guys, we just wanted a couple of things to update, and again, just in case if you guys didn't watch the other ones, my name is Chris LaChance. Over on
Mike
the other
LaRosa.
side is
Nice to see you.
Mr. Mike over there. Okay, so we're trying to push out some of these videos, and some information to you guys. What we want to talk about this time is some of the things that we've kind of seen in the news. One of the things I saw recently on good old Facebook was the COVID-19 in-person access acknowledgement form. So this was something that Florida Realtors Association pushed out. I briefly read it. Nobody's really taken a stance on it, how much it will protect you. We'll put a copy of it up on the screen as well, but definitely you can get it through the Florida Realtors Association and probably through your brokers. But in a sense, based off of me reading this 1.5-page document, it's you're getting your clients to sign off on this document as soon as, if they want to go see a property, or maybe if you have a seller that truly wants to, show their, have a broker's open, or maybe an open house, or have people come into their home, you're having them sign off on this form, pretty much saying, hey, if I get sick a week or 2 later, I can't come back after you because you gave me access to this other person's home, vice versa. So it's crazy to think that they put that out there, but I'm sure the sad thing is I'm sure it's going to happen. People are going to potentially get,
I mean, it seems like actual in-person showings have died down so significantly that, I mean, it's good to have the form, it's good to have the acknowledgement, but I mean, I'm not hearing about a lot of driving around activity. Are you?
Not that I can see. I mean, it seems like most people are going to the virtual, show-ins and stuff of that. But yeah, so I mean, people are getting creative. So this form may not be used much, but we'll see. But it's out there. It was something I saw this week. Hopefully you guys saw it as well. But please, check with your brokers or go to Florida Realtors Association, and I know that they have up on the site. So in addition to that, Mike, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. So what's going on with RON, remote online notarization? Has anything changed with that? I know we can do it on our end, but has anything changed from that perspective? So
I would say no. As far as the process is still really, really positive for the industry. I mean, the fact that it's completely 100% paperless and literally you don't have to get physically in the same space as another person is huge. The one thing I've heard about though is that the software platform providers are overwhelmed. I mean, really, they're having to turn business away right now. There are certain agents out there. We at the Florida Agency Network, all of our brands can perform them, but there aren't a lot of agents that are prepared for it. The lenders have had to speed up their process of getting fully integrated with the software providers, so that's been a little bit of an issue. So what you are seeing, Chris, to sort of fill the gap a little bit with the flexibility in the standards right now, you are starting to hear news of some states authorizing the use of Skype or Facebook. I mean, just last week on our webinar, I warned everyone against that whenever possible. And I would still say, if there's another alternative, use it. There are some minimal requirements with the platforms when you utilize the legitimate platforms that will further protect you and your client and the transaction. The recordation of the transaction by video, the retention of that video, the logging by the notary corresponding with the video retention. All of this is important stuff. So I know some people are saying it's available to utilize other video technology. But again, if you can go with a full-blown remote online notarization or a hybrid e-close, take that option whenever you can.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I mean, that's, and just so everybody knows, we tried to throw up the e-close process with Ron. That way, at least at a glance, you could see, you know, kind of the steps that your client still will take. And as a little plug, we'll put a link at the bottom. Go to eclosefan.com if you want additional information on Ron. We're constantly updating that with videos and all that fun stuff. So again, it's eclosefan.com. We'll put it at the bottom. Mike, one other question. Last week you spoke about LPOAs. First, what does that mean? Yep.
Limited power of
so
attorney.
Any updates on that? I thought something that the underwriters weren't going to go with it, but what's kind of gone on? You know, what's happening with that one now?
Right. The limited power of attorney, again, just real quick. Basically, the borrower would be providing the closing agent, the title agent, with authority to sign the mortgage note, et cetera, on their behalf. And obviously, there are risks inherent in giving up that kind of authority or accepting that kind of authority. I did hear, as of I think it was yesterday, Chris, that there is an underwriter willing to write LPOA closed transactions. You know, I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous about it because of the future foreclosure actions that may ensue if we continue down this road, and of unemployment and default nature. And then what happens? Then foreclosure attorneys sometimes come out, find a hook, and in this case, I guess potentially the threat is that someone could say, I never signed that document, which in this case would be true. However, there was a power of attorney, and then they could say I didn't understand what I was signing. I just think it's a risk. If that's all that's left, then we're going to find a way to do it. And if lenders can't get on the RON platforms successfully, then we may have to get our arms around some variable or some version of LPOA closings and try to get comfortable as an industry. But right now, the underwriters are trying to dig in and say, we aren't willing to take on that risk. It doesn't make a lot of downstream sense knowing that if there's a default, we'd be named immediately. So right now, Chris, it's not at the top of my list for sure. Like utilizing the technology that isn't on the RON platforms, I would say try to go one of the other legitimate routes when you can. Look, if we're all forced because volume is crazy and these other lenders can't be onboarded on time with these legitimate platforms, I get it. But I don't feel like we're there right now. I feel like there are other legitimate options to close. Find a title agency that's flexible and has multiple options for you.
Yeah, I love that. But one thing I thought of, and then we'll kind of jump off this one. One thing I thought of is unemployment rate that you spoke about at a earlier call. Unemployment rate, and then you throw it with the LPOAs. I could only imagine what a foreclosure firm would do, you know, as they combine all of this, you know. And if the sad thing is, if people go through foreclosure, they find out the deal was signed based off an LPOA 6 months to a year. I mean, I can only imagine where that kind of spins it. So
yeah, I mean, it could be the perfect storm. And you know, if we can avoid it, let's avoid it. If it's the only option, we'll find the safest way to get our arms around it. I just feel fortunate we're in the boat we're in right now, where we can perform RON closings, and we can also offer drive up closings, not drive by. It sounds and everything in between.
Don't let Mike schedule your drive by.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So awesome. All right. Well, hey, to end it, you know, let's any dad jokes from your end, Mike, that you want to share?
I bought a pencil with erasers on both sides. It was pointless. Sorry. How about you?
I was wondering where that was going at first. I was like, pencil? What?
Come on, you said dumb dad joke. That's dumb and it's dad joke.
I know. I agree. It's a dad joke.
How about you?
All right, hang on. I had to find my. I used to hate facial hair. Then it grew on me.
Oh.
Both of us. Usually we're clean shaved. So. All right. Hey, thanks, Mike, for joining again. Thank you all. Everyone have a great day.
Bye, guys.